Hi, water signs, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio, Ascendant, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, and those cross-watching in today's reading. We're going to take a look and see what is it that your person wants to share with you. So what is it that they're holding back? What is it that they're not opening up to you about? It is going to be a general reading. If you're after a personal one, feel free to reach out and inquire. My email address is going to be listed just below the video here. Otherwise, guys, I want you to take a moment. I want you to think, focus on your person, and we'll see what is it that they want to share with you. Okay, it definitely feels like in the energies, the cards are trying to illuminate something here. Okay, so I definitely feel like your person may be holding on to secret thoughts, some very secretive emotions, or some very secret thoughts that they're very conflicted about. Okay, it feels like there is something that they want to share with you, but it feels like there's an inner struggle here. Okay, so they want to open up to you, they want to tell you how it is that they feel about you or about their emotions, or they want to, there's something here that I feel like your person is holding on to. It's something that this particular person is having a hard time expressing. Okay, so with the Star card, your person definitely feels a very special connection with you. Your person does see you. It's almost like they're in awe of you. Your person does see you as someone whom is destined for them. Okay, so they feel like you and them are destined to do this thing. They feel like you and them are destined for each other. They feel like the connection that they have with you has definitely been woven into the fabric of their destiny. Okay, so they do feel they feel some very special emotions for you, and they definitely have a special place for you, and especially the connection that they share with you. It is unlike anything else that they've ever felt before. Okay, so they've never had feelings quite as strongly and quite as intensely as they do for you. Five of Swords, there is a conflict. Okay, now this could tell us that there is a conflict as to how they feel about you. There could be a conflict as to, this person being conflicted over whether or not to share their emotions with you, whether or not to tell you how they feel. It could also be a conflict as in, something has happened between the two of you that has put you in a very turbulent situation with you and your person. Okay, so perhaps you guys are in a disconnection or a discord right now. I just want to say there is a lot of background noise happening outside, so hopefully it's not distracting us from the reading, but there is a lot going on out there, a lot of road rage. Okay, back to the Five of Swords energy. So look, right now could be a moment, could be at a time in your connection when the both of you are, at odds with each other, or the both of you are in a discord, disconnection, or a separation. Okay, there is some sort of, the tumultuous clouds in the background do tell us that there is some sort of turbulency. There is a turbulent situation that has unfolded or is unfolding between you and them, and perhaps this has something to do with the fact that why this person feels like opening up to you right now is not a good time. It could also be that they're conflicted with their feelings for you, so they're not sure what they feel. Okay, so they feel some very strong, intense emotions, but they may be a little bit unfamiliar as to what it is that they feel for you. It feels like there's a lot going on with your person, so maybe they feel like now's not a good time to talk about emotions, and now's not a good time to talk about, whatever this is that this person wants to discuss. Temperance in reverse is a disharmony, and especially, it positioned along the Five of Swords here, and then looking down at the Moon card, there is this disharmony, okay, that is present very strongly in the cards and in the reading here, and I feel like in your situation. Okay, it doesn't necessarily mean, like, it could mean on a spiritual level, okay, on an emotional level, like maybe physically you guys are together and you're still in a relationship, but some things have shifted emotionally. Okay, some things have shifted internally for how, with regards to how you feel, with regards to how they feel. There's also like this lack of patience. I feel like this person wants to share something with you, or maybe in the past they have shared something with you that was a little bit impulsive. Okay, so maybe they've said things that they've regretted, or maybe they've said or done things that they wish they hadn't, and they felt like they were being a little bit, a little bit impatient and a little bit impulsive, and maybe they're wishing they could do things differently, or they're wishing they could, redo a situation here. It's definitely a sign to me. I mean, there are certain cards that seem to indicate that there is something that's off right now. Something that's off in the relationship. Okay. Okay, the Page of Wands in reverse. I mean, upright, he represents joy, he represents growth, fertility. But in reverse, it just feels like things are a little bit, there's this harmony, there's this disconnection, there's this imbalance, there's this, lack of joy. To me, it feels like the energies of the reading are a little bit disorientating, if I were to be honest. It just feels like maybe your person doesn't necessarily know what they want, okay? There is a lot of confusion, a lot of emotional as well as mental confusion in the readings. And it just feels like, maybe your person is someone who might want you one day and might not want you as much the next, okay? Maybe your person is, a little bit hot and cold, on and off. Or maybe the whole situation is... the whole situation, the whole connection, the relationship is a bit of an emotional roller coaster. It's on and it's off, and it almost like it has potential, but right now it doesn't have a clear direction. And with how your person is feeling right now, they think that the two of you, they feel very strongly rather than they think. They feel that the two of you are destined, okay, and they feel like there is some sort of unfinished business, or there is a destiny that the two of you have yet to fulfill, but they don't see that clear direction. And it seems like the cards also seem to agree that there is no clear line of direction. It's just things are a little bit confusing, things are a little bit disorientating, they're a little bit, foggy. And this is how your person feels right now. They feel like, if they were to be entirely honest with you, they feel like what you had in the beginning is not what the two of you had now. Somewhere along the lines, the connection lost momentum, okay? If some of you are doing long distance, perhaps it's due to that. Otherwise, it feels like they want to bring something back into the relationship, or they want you to bring something back into the relationship, okay? So, if you go back to the start of your relationship, to the start of the connection, to when you guys were first dating, perhaps you were putting a lot of effort. Maybe you were putting a lot of effort into the connection, and it feels like, they want you to do the same, okay? So they want you to put in a little bit more effort. They want you to give this connection more of your energy, okay? So that's your physical energy, but your mental, your emotional, your spiritual energy. They want you to give it more attention, okay? And they might not even know it themselves, so maybe that's what they're a little bit confused about, okay? And maybe that will help clarify some of the emotions that their feelings that they have for you. But there is this disconnect. It feels like this person wants to either reconcile with you, okay, or they want to build a connection with you. They want to, build a future and go forward into the future with you, but they're not sure how to do it. And you're not making it any more simpler. So I don't know what it is that you're doing, or you're not doing for that matter, but, I feel like this person is also feeding off your energy. And I think that, you're both sort of in rhythm with each other, if that makes sense, okay? So I feel like the both of you are lacking this direction because you're both feeding off each other. You're both wanting this, you're both wanting a reconciliation, and you're both wanting to make it work, but neither of you have a very good idea as to how to do it. Okay, so they don't know, the steps. They're not necessarily sure of the steps that they should be taking or you should be taking, okay? So I'm just going to pull a few more cards. To clarify some of this confusion, some of this emotional and mental confusion. Okay, so they think about you a lot. Okay, you might even have this they may not be communicating with you right now, but I think you are receiving some of their messages that they're sending to you via telepathy, okay? If you guys are in not contact with one another, then this is someone who does have you on their mind a lot. They think about you. They may have restricted access to you right now. They may want you, but again, I think all of that is, they may not say it out loud to you. They may communicate in other ways, but it does feel like this person wants you to reach them, and they want you to put in more of that effort, or that, give this more of your time, your attention, and your energy. And there's this sense of them missing you. So makes sense if this is long distance, or makes sense if you guys are at a distance from each other. So a physical distance, geographical distance, or be it emotional distance. Okay, your person is missing you. They're also quite nostalgic about what you had, because what you had in the beginning is not what you have now. Okay, so we spoke about the connection losing momentum, and this person seems to want to go back to the start, or they want to go back to a happy place. Okay, the happy place that they had with you, but they're just not sure how to get there, or they don't feel like you're making the effort, to get there as well. So it's this uncertainty. But I do see that this person is feeling very confused, because they want this, so they want a reconciliation, they want to make it work, but the confusion comes in because they don't know how to do this, they don't know how to get there, they don't know how to approach this. Okay, but this is someone who's feeling very hurt. Four of Swords depicts a wounded soldier, so this person is feeling very hurt. Maybe they're feeling hurt of, due to the way that everything went down. Maybe they're feeling hurt due to the fact that, you guys, that maybe you're not putting enough, you're not giving this enough of your energy, your attention. It just feels like this person is, they're processing some heavy emotional stuff. Okay, it does feel like, and maybe they're even hurting to be apart from you. So they're hurting to be away from you, they're hurting to be, apart. Okay, but it does feel like this person, maybe they're hurting if you guys have broken up or disconnected from one another. This person is still processing, trying to heal from the hurt. So there's that energy that's also weighing them down. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it at that. Thanks so much for watching. Thank you for listening. Please show your support by hitting the notification bell, by liking, sharing, or subscribing to the channel. Bye.